I wanted to do a film about men that are kind of out of sync with the world. They're kind of like the Wild Bunch, the way that was Sam Peckinpah, but they have a certain code that they live by, which is sort of unusual, because as we know, codes are basically been reduced to zip codes lately. The real kind of codes are gone. So we have very unusual one-off guys. It's dealing with a drug situation, even though we don't get into abuse and watching people use drugs. You understand that the CIA, for time immemorial, have always used drugs to buy weapons to fund coups. Since the government can't go out and do it, that's their way of doing this. Well, this particular pipeline for the Caribbean drugs was accessed and owned by the CIA. Then one of the operatives said, you know, why not keep it all for myself? And he went rogue, partnered up with the Noriega general, corrupt person, and decided to take it over. Then they hire us to eliminate both of them. But I don't realize it's about drugs. I just thought it's about, you know, taking out this sadist, and it was a deal. A group of guys going into a situation, let's go like the Alamo, where you know you're not going to make it out, but you're there for an ideal, for a cause, where mercenaries normally don't care about causes. Now it's about where does money start and humanity begin? A bunch of older, complicated guys with issues, and they're best friends. So when they're not arguing among themselves, they're out there in the field doing things. Actually, they're more comfortable in battle than they are on the bus ride home. At one time, I had a code that we only go after people that deserve it. I have become embittered. All I care about are mechanics, my car, my plane. People don't interest me anymore. And therein lies the story that we actually were errant knights. We provided a kind of relief for the weak. We killed killers. We went after the bad guys. And then I started to become sort of a bad guy. Bad in the sense that it's all about the money. I brought in some new faces, new blood, and what's come about is just this really interesting gathering of very unique, Mickey Rourke, people that are extremely their own person. Wouldn't it be great to get Mickey Rourke in here? And wouldn't it be great to get a big, tough guy? And I thought, well, I was thinking about Forrest Whitaker. I said, no, it's not. I'm talking about a big, tough guy. Then Terry Crews comes around. And then I thought, you know, the world's changing. It isn't just about Hollywood anymore, even though we wish it was. It's not. Celebrity is worldwide. You can be an incredibly renowned celebrity. Matter of fact, probably the biggest celebrities in the world are not actors anymore. So I thought, wow, this is interesting. So I'll go into the UFC and get the equivalent to their fighting god, and that's Randy Couture. Then I thought, Terry Crews is fantastic, an athlete, big, huge, but funny, very unusual. And then Stone Cold Steve Austin, who's not funny when he's breaking every bone in your body, but when you yell cut, it is funny. Anyway, they all have a certain kind of levity to themselves, and they all can fight like hell. And then, of course, there's Dolph, who I just think is just a fantastically cooperative, excellent guy. I saw privately another side to him that had not been tapped on film. I don't know if it could be tapped, whether it was a choice he made, but the more we talked about it, I said, I think, you know, you have a sense of optimism. And then we talked about his life, and we realized, you know, he's had ups and downs and hurts. I got to bring that, because you now have to have the same issues as the audience. And when you have the same issues as the audience, they're going to be with you. MMA is a phenomenon that's happening that is sweeping the world. And Randy Couture is the godfather. He's a legend in it. And I said, you know, it'd be kind of sort of imperious to think that actors, we just use actors, when I'm actually looking for a mercenary, looking for a real man, looking for a guy that can fight. Why not actually take the real deal and do that? And he provides a face and a look
that is a roadmap to confrontation, battle, discipline, pain,